Hello everyone, this is Luck X Listener or Luck Voltia. I wrote this myself, so let's get into it. Luck wasn't the type to care about anyone's emotion. Heck, he didn't even give a damn about his own. And that was completely fine with Luck until he started to notice something wrong with Listener. Everyone knew her as a cheerful girl that always was there to support and help in any way she could. Listener would fight Luck anytime he would ask her to. Even though she always loses, never ever had she declined a match with him. It's usually that other black bulls get Listener away from Luck because clearly she overworks herself while Luck is having the time of his life. Listener overall was a people pleaser, always caring about everyone but herself. You could even say that Listener and Luck were complete opposites. Luck was the one who spent most time with Listener, so he kinda knew her real emotions weren't that easy to understand. Slowly, Listener, let's battle to death. Turn into, Listener, would you like to fight with creatures at the strong magic region? Or, Listener, wanna join me on this mission? It was very unlike Luck to consider someone else's feelings, but Listener never considered herself. So it became Luck's job to make sure she was doing the stuff that she wanted to. That's why Luck would drag Listener out and make her spend the day with him, where he would just stand and wait for Listener's decision on where should we go. It usually resulted in doing what Luck wanted. It means finding someone, something, or each other. Luck is still working on this part though. Gradually, as the time passed, Luck realized that he felt someone he wants to fight for, except his long-gone mother. No one knew about the side of him, the gentle and caring one. He would bloom every second he spent with Listener. Today was like no other day. He meets with Listener to do the shopping for the day, and Luck really wanted to join, so how could you resist that excited face of his? A few hours passed as Listener and Luck browsed through the market. He doing all the work while Luck tried his best to distract him by pulling little pranks. Usually Listener would just laugh it off or tell him to stop with an embarrassment in the voice. However, this time Listener seemed completely spaced out, not noticing any of her surroundings. You didn't even recognize the disappointment that took over Luck's face when you unconsciously continued to ignore him. When you came back to the hideout and passed groceries to Charmy, Luck had already decided on your next activity, dragging the Listener outside with the mixed emotions on his face. After walking in silence for 15 minutes, you reached a small space, surrounded by trees without even a soul around. The place was calming, just as calming as Listener, but Taylor knew that Listener was the one who needed to be calmed down and comforted, even cuddled if necessary. Listener and Luck sat down next to each other, comforting silence falling over them as Luck observed his friend's figure. He could feel the burden Listener was carrying. She's so precious, like a little flower that seems so weak but is able to withstand any crazy changes in weather in its surroundings. She brings him joy without even trying, and Luck finally understands the meaning of love. The feeling that I mistook for his mother's manipulation. Love. The feeling that made Luck weak, made him feel like he's losing, and he hated losing. It would make much more sense for him to hate the feeling of love, but for some reason, he couldn't bring himself to. Was his mind playing a cruel joke on him? At the moment, he couldn't care less. All that Luck wanted to do right now is comfort Listener, help her find home in his presence. Luck brought you back to reality, a surprisingly soft voice whispered, "Listener? Do you maybe need a battle to death to bring your spirits up?" "Well, Luck, if you want to." "Listener," Luck spoke before you got the chance to finish the sentence. "What do you want?" The question stayed in the air for a few minutes before a quiet, "A hug," was heard. "I wanna love her, protect her, make her happier, make her mine." Are the only thoughts that crossed his mind as Luck comes closer, wrapping his arms around Listener as gently as possible. It's like he's afraid she could break any moment. Luck thought that he was the one comforting Listener. How fast can the tables turn? Right now, he felt safer than ever. He felt safe when he knew that nothing can reach his little lady. Listener was safe and sound in his grip, protected from any worries and anxiety. It felt like the world stopped for the both of you. There wasn't a thing that could disturb the peace you unexpectedly found in each other's embrace. Being in Luck's arms was so cozy, as if you were lying on a fluffy cloud surrounded by affection no words can explain. It also made you feel super sleepy, and you found yourself falling into the kingdom of your dreams. The last thing you remember was a gentle kiss on your forehead. Good night, listener. I'll protect you no matter what.